female feminine energy, the magic carpet, and some is the ocean, so we're going to match them up.
You got to sync up.
The curves.
Sync up with that
the
energy.
curves.
Nice on you.
The curves.
And you wouldn't want to ride a dude.
Don't cut. Yeah, well, it's not my thing, but whatever, you know, like,
Each
go
to
for it, each to their own. Call it a bloke if you want. That's froth. That's pure unadulterated froth. Yeah.
Stoked you're here, brother.
Very happy.
Yeah. Indo Quiver, what you brought.
So, what I chose for my Indo Quiver for this trip, I chose the Osprey up here, 6'4". So there's a bit of a paddle in, you know, like I get in easy, and it's got a real sort of solid base to the board. I can feel it. It goes to the blueprint of my surfing. This does, way back to the single fin days. And that's what I recognised when I looked at it straight away. I went, that's coming with me. What she did was, she's got this super straight line in her, a really beautiful glide, and it's got this V through it with a little flat section up front. Very traditional, almost like single fin style of board, but brought into today's thruster in such a delicate and refined way, only way that Chris can do. Chris Christenson seems to be able to mold these worlds together, and in this board he was super successful. So just a straight up thruster here, and she loves a long drawn out turn, which I love doing, and just cruising in and out of turns beautifully, carrying its speed, and it's also got a wonderful paddle on it. Very trustworthy companion on the trip. And so that's the Osprey 6'4". For me, 6'4" today is quite a step up. So the next board here is a water lion as is rah. What I love about this board and how it worked for me was this has got a nice little narrow swallowtail. Also got some running, you know, area up the front here. Also about this board, it's got a little double, it's got a concave with a double concave running through it, and into the tail it starts to turn into a subtle flat section. So this is a thruster as well, just a straight up three fin. And what I loved about this is that I could get back on the tail. Again, in the blueprint of how I surf, this board fit perfect in the conditions that I surfed it in. We got a little bit of a grunty morning in the swell and had a little punch in it. I was confident. She's also got a bit of girth, so she's a really nice paddler. 6'2", which is an odd size for me, but because I wanted to drop down to a 5'11", I wanted to push my normal 6'1" up to a 6'2". In the OP4, which for me is a very high performance board, it's got performance written all over it. Very neutral rail up front, so there's nothing going to get in the way in critical situations. And she's got a beautiful continuous curve throughout it. So I love when I see a beautiful continuous curve. She's like, you know, it just suggests that I can do longer turns without any hampering in and out of the turn. I don't want to tighten it too much or whatever, but this is just a single concave that runs throughout. This beautiful little round tail just fit my feet, and I could sort of implant it perfectly, and just the curve wrapped it around. I just didn't have to do too much work, to be honest. It just suggests pushing, So this thing's going, go, push me, you know? And hats off to you, Chris, for, you know, creating a beautiful board here. Moving on into the Cafe Racer. This is a cute little bugger, right? It's the same size as me, actually. I'm shrinking. I'm going back into the ground. So I'm like starting to lose size. This is 5'5". I'm going down. I was 5'5". I'm 5'4" now, I think. The V through it really wants me to tilt it over on the rail and get my ankles working in the turn, which I love doing. I thought the Cafe Racer in a 5'5" will be sweet, and that's what it is. It's got a concave position under the front foot, which I think really helps that initiation on the first turn when you're getting a little sort of high line or whatever. It really initiates nicely. And what I did was put a a couple of like half keels on the side, and this is like a stabilizing, kind of pretty flexy. It's a rear quad, medium rear quad in the future systems, but stuck in the back like this. So it's a sweet little stabilizer.
Are all the boards women?
They're all, feminine by nature. She, like a boat, you know, the ship, she. She's taking us for the ride. Don't get it round the wrong way. So once we get up, you know, on the wave, we're making decisions and stuff like that, moving our body, but she's taking us for a ride. The cool thing about the Acid Phish for me was that I really had to make sure that I didn't lean too much on the front foot, like on a lot of the fishes that I have. In particular, one model of Chris's is the Micronaut. That quad fish has like V all the way through, but it's a little bit flatter V and so on. There's no concaves. I kind of knew where to place my front foot, so coming off that, but not like the Micronaut. This guy, this little girl, I should say, and the tail. This is where all its engine is right here, and the fin's placed far back is excellent, so you don't lose too much of that pivot, but it's got these flat sections. What I have to do is make sure I don't put too much front foot in there. I make sure that I'm standing back in my turns and just gliding. She'll just glide big long turns, big long cutbacks, and still fit into those sharper, tighter little hooks, and that's all due to this beautiful entry with a little bit of forward V, where a double concave's been cut into it in a really refined fashion. So soft up front and hard off the back. So harnessing the water at the back, making sure you're lifting and you're just motoring along, as long as you're on the back foot. Yeah. And she'll answer back nicely.